Good morning. It's December the 9th, and you're visiting me here in my studio in Montrose, Colorado. I'm working on a little commission. Somebody had seen a scene where I had a sunset mountain scene with a single fir tree, and she asked if I could repeat that for her. So I'm kind of working on that this morning. As I've told many of my students, I'm frequently in the studio, sometimes as early as 6 in the morning painting, and that's not because I'm such a hard worker. It's simply because I'm grateful for what I get to do. So it's hard for me to stay away from my paints. So I started out, I think, as if you've watched some of my previous videos or taken any of my workshops, you know, especially with my trees, I start with laying in some cad yellow light, sometimes cad yellow medium, into the base of a tree, kind of as an undercoat. And then I come back and deepen that up, leaving some, of course, especially in this scene, the little bit of the yellow showing to kind of pick up some lights. What I've used here to begin with I start with my hooker green dark and light. Then I move into using some ultramarine blue, and lately just as kind of a little accent and to kind of add a contrast between warm and cool colors, I've started throwing in a little bit of phthalo blue, and kind of got that hint from my daughter, who uses a lot of it. Phthalo blue or green, as many of you know, is kind of a killer color, so you have to be kind of sparing with it. It will just really overpower. What I'm doing right now is I'm kind of adding some alizarin crimson, kind of for a little bit of accent in the shadows. If you really observe through nature, when you're outdoors, you'll see there's just, with one object on the spectrum of colors that we have, that we can see with our human eye, there's a lot of color just with one object as it catches the light and reflects it. So I'm just adding in a little alizarin to the bottom of the tree, because that's where the least light is hitting right now. So I think I'm kind of done with the tree. On that, there's going to be kind of some light coming in here from the setting sun. So I think that's going to be kind of warm as it reflects those warm colors. So I'm tipping in just on the edge of the branches right now. And again, this is very, very wet. As most of you know, I work in a watercolor style with acrylics on my specially prepared canvas, which you can see in another YouTube video. So I'm kind of tipping in some warm colors on this one side, because the light will be, what's left of the evening light will be coming in from that side. When I'm working with my acrylics in a watercolor style, it takes a long time sometimes for things to dry, unless I'm painting on location on a very warm day. So I'm going to stop this clip right now, and I will pick it up again later. I need to let my edges dry before I can move on to any other area, because if I were to work on anything now, it would pick up the colors and they'd kind of bleed and run. So thanks for stopping by. This is just a start to this commission, and I need to get it finished today so I can deliver it to the collector. Again, you have a good day, and thanks so much for stopping by.